Hey everyone, how is everyone doing on this fine Sunday in January? This is the second Sunday in January. Is it? Yeah, it's gotta be second, right? Well, today so it's gotta be the second Sunday after the first one, which is another Sunday. What? No, I'm not doing it. I just, no, she's baking something. I don't know what she's doing. My wife. No, it's my podcast, okay? Please just let me finish, okay? Like I said, nobody listens to it anyways. Who cares? Okay? It just makes me depressed, you know? Makes me depressed, man. But one thing we have started, actually, me and my wife, we bought this boombox, right? Is it a boombox or what is it called? Like a speaker with the two microphones. Every day, I'm gonna milk the cow. No, I'm not gonna milk the cow. All right? I'm going to basically try to practice. Even 3 minutes in front of the mirror, all right, with the mic in the phone and the mic in the phone. What the fuck am I saying? Why mic in the hand and speaker at a distance, and then all right. So I've been saying this forever. I'm not doing it, which is actually not a good sign. Which is not good for my own health and happiness. I mean, it's not about health and happiness, but something you want to do. Why don't you do it, man? You just keep talking about it. And that's like you are the biggest bullshitter. That's what I sound like right now. Mm. All right, everyone. So let's start with the uh, first resolution. Well, I didn't have any resolutions for 2026. I don't want to. All right. All I'm trying to do is live a little more peaceful life, less drama, less financial problems. You know, and a little time off, sir. Little time off, if I could. All right. We had another real estate lady today came in, and it seemed like she gave us a little more hope than the previous ones about this apartment. All right. So all I'm saying is that there's always light at the end of the tunnel, because I was just thinking about that, and we can't focus on anything else. All right, honestly. And then the freaking flu. My wife got flu, and then I think I still have the fucking flu. All right. Excuse me. Yeah, yeah, well, you're out, you know, walking in the cold and rain. That's what happened, man. The goddamn virus is in the atmosphere, all right, just waiting for you to just make that one mistake, and it's in your bloodstream, all right? I I not going to. What I going to is think to myself. What the fuck am I saying? Talk to myself. Of course, I'm talking to myself, right? About, okay, man, this is your last chance before, we basically tell you you are too old for anything. I guess I'm babbling, all right? I'm so sorry. It's just that I don't have any topics. I just don't have any like solid sort of like, you know, base for this podcast. That's the whole point. You don't have a base, you don't have an audience. So okay, so what's the whole point? Now I'm going to sound like a preacher. Well, I'm not a preacher, all right? The only thing I'm going to preach is to myself. Okay, so you don't want to do this, then don't do this, all right? Stop acting like a child, you know? Sometimes I feel like I'm a child. The inner child comes out asking for, that one cartoon show, remember? Not Barbara, whatever the fuck that company was producing. Remember that late 80s when TV came to the fucking mountains? My father, he's like, oh, he shows up one day with like a 12-inch black and white TV. He's the first one to buy a TV, right? And that fucking black and white TV, I hated it so much. And it was there for years and years and years. It was like a dream to see like these, late night Hollywood movies they would show us, right? Jerry Lewis, oh my fucking God. Some of those are funny because they are funny, some of his movies. And then we were young, so it was funnier. But then the fucking black and white, the screen was smaller than the screen of this laptop. And then me and my siblings, we would be watching it from a distance in the living room, so called. Right? Those were the days. We came from nothing, man. We were poor. All right. And I don't want to go into the fucking history of my life. All right. Yeah, some of that is interesting, but then I mean, everybody has a fucking history in life. All right. Well, let's just focus on him. What's happening now? What's happening now is the human race is actually going to walk into an era. Another evolution is going to take place. If we get off our asses and do something, and what's that, sir? If we all contribute an effort to make the flying cars possible, I think that's my dream. I want to go to work from here, just from the roof of my building. All right. Bye, honey. Bye, bye, honey. I'll see you. I'll see ya. See ya. In 3 minutes, I'm in my office, as opposed to getting stuck in the fucking traffic forever. It's going to happen. Trust me. At some point in time, somebody's going to like laugh at us. Some like non-human, right? They're like, why are you wasting fucking? I get it. There's a third dimension involved. Up and down, you're afraid of like falling off the fucking cliff, not falling off the fucking cliff, but basically crashing your plane, your flying, drone into a fucking tree or on a fucking house. I get that part, but hey, it has to have some damage in the beginning. I'm not saying that that's a good thing, but hey, you gotta start somewhere. All right. So I'll be babbling about this. Somebody is actually leaving in your fucking garden. And my wife is just on a, how some people are like, they have this, what do you call, OCD. My wife has an OCD. When she starts something, she just keeps doing it. Look at, look at what she doing. I don't understand. She has probably like three eggs in there and something, bananas and. All right, listen, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Leave her alone and do your own thing. All right, so I hope that whole thing with the flying cars that actually happens in my lifetime before I go down 6 feet under. It happens, and FAA and everybody comes up with the routes, right? Ordinary routes like we have streets, right? It's going to be like streets, but not like street exactly. But we'll have some routes. All right, you have to go here, okay? You can't just like go over certain fucking houses. Or this is the path to go to Jersey City downtown. All right, just rules, just like we have rules for these fucking big planes, right? So personal flying machines, we need them. Unfortunately, between I would say maybe 1990 and now, right? Because humanity, for whatever the fuck reason, for the obvious or deliberately, are falling into this abyss of the internet. And then the whole fucking social media came, right? The fucking YouTube and oh my fucking god. We have just focused on this shit, not focused on making progress in these other venues to make our lives and the humanity's life better. Right? Necessity is the mom of invention. Is it necessity for flying cars? Oh yeah, well get on the fucking whatever that road is in Los Angeles, city of Angels. What happened to Elon Musk's that whole idea of the tunnels? You think, and he thought, oh, I'm gonna build the tunnels, and then we're gonna just drop the fucking cars, and then we're gonna zip through, and then we're gonna lift them up into the fucking parking lot of the Los Angeles International Airport. Well, that didn't happen. All right, no, no. Unless you make this happen, this fucking flying cars, you're gonna be miserable for the rest of your life, for the humanity, for the fucking planet. But I think some of these other countries are doing it, and I was watching actually on the 5,000 channels we have, that whole thing, service we have, right? I don't want to fucking talk about that, right? And there's a show, it's called the Wing Space or something, right? Air and some air show. It's about planes and like future of like flying. And this company head, the CEO, he was talking about, oh, all you need is a fucking football field, that which is a parking lot, right? To fly those and then land them. You don't need a huge fucking airport, and you know. It's like you don't need a fucking port authority, bus terminal, right? If you need to drive your car, you know, to Albany or whatever. So is that going to happen? I think it's going to happen. Somebody's going to say, am I fucking repeating myself? Maybe I'm repeating myself. I'm so sorry. All right. Uh, so then what's the focus? Is anybody taking any shit? I mean, these companies, Electra something, I'm trying to remember. This guy was trying to introduce that concept. I think that's basically the beginning. I mean, air fucking travel is so miserable. It's one of the most horrible experiences of travel, unless you are flying in first class, business class, and it's like, holy shit, are you flying private jets? Right? Why does it have to be so fucking miserable? Because we have a fucking concentrated, like an airport where everything flies from there. No, no, no. That has to change. That has to change. Even, yeah, you want to make everybody's life actually a little more, practically speaking, convenient and save time. This if I were okay, so this is one of the fucking things. This is another I wish moments. Okay, I wanted to be an aeronautical engineer, but I couldn't. I get it. I couldn't get into the fucking Air Force Academy. All right, you okay? That was the only way to get into aeronautical engineering. All right, in a country like Pakistan. All right, so then okay. So I don't have any skill. I don't even have any, I can't even fly these fucking things, right? Maybe a drone, but even then you need some sort of a license, some sort, whatever, private pilot. I've been saying that, and my wife doesn't agree with me. I don't know. I think at some point in time I'll do it. And then maybe I'll go to Arkansas and part of the whole fucking initiative. Where are they? Are they still doing it? Because Arkansas has a lot of land. And also, if you think about where we come from, the travel there is also fucking miserable because of the mountains, the fucking winding roads. All right. And just imagine that travel by road takes 16 hours through the mountain, right? But on a plane, it takes 1 hour, 1.5 hour, even with a low speed drone, right? Maybe 2 hours. It's something is smelling. I hope you're not burning the whole place down, princess, before you sell it. All right. So, is that like my first world problem? That is the fucking first world problem, if you think about it. And it's just that people are not doing anything because it's not their problem, not the same problem as like going to the fucking grocery store, and getting the milk and eggs and bread. But it, I feel like it is becoming a problem near my office. My office, where it's waterfront of Jersey City is becoming crowded because people are, more people have moved in, and now they're building all the fucking all the other empty lots are basically turning into these fucking skyrockets. What the fuck am I saying? Into, you know, skyscrapers. All right. So I get it. I mean, a place like Manhattan and, like downtown waterfront Jersey City is probably not the best place to actually, to allow, the small personal cars. Mhm. Hey, but why not? That's the whole fucking point. Have you seen the movie with Schwarzenegger? What was that fucking movie? Now it's really smelling bad. Hello? Oh, yeah, just make sure that nothing's burning. All right. Okay. So remember that I get it, Princess. Okay. So remember that movie, the original one with Schwarzenegger. All right. What was that? Where it's obviously it's one of those like futuristic movies, right? Most of the Schwarzenegger movies are like science fiction, right? Where he is given like a vacation ticket to Mars or something like that, right? Because Mars is already habitated by the humans and then the robots, right? Is he a robot in that movie? I'm trying to fucking remember the name of the movie. Total Recall. Total Recall, sir. All right, Total Recall. There you go. Was that Total Recall or something else? Cohagen. Remember the fucking Cohagen? His name was Cohagen. And then they actually made a remake of that with the other actor. What's his name? Fucking Colin Farrell. All right. Have you seen where the fucking that company is chasing him in the flying cars? Have you seen how they actually have these flying cars running, zipping through, just like on through the streets of New York, right? Like on Second Avenue. It's like a fucking Second Avenue up there, like 300 feet up there. All right. So these science fiction movies give us some insight into the future. So there's a possibility, and that is going to happen. Because some artist, some writer actually imagined this, and that imagination becomes the reality in some form. All right. I get it. Like the Blade Runner movie. Remember the fucking Blade Runner, the original one with Decker? Remember Decker? Where the cops had those flying cars, right? And that was made in 1982, right, or 83, and then the first Blade Runner was set in 2017, all right. But in 2017, they were thinking, whoever made this movie, that 35 years after, this is what was going to be with flying cars in the post-apocalyptic Los Angeles. Los Angeles, all right. I get it. That was too quick for this director and the writer mhm, to say, all right, in 2017, we're going to have flying cars. But, it's 2026 and we don't. Except, these companies are trying these fucking drones with cars. But then it's like, okay, I want to have a personal drone and I'll get a license too. But I can't fucking afford to buy $150,000 fucking personal drone and try to fly it around where I can't. I'm not even allowed to fly here. See, that's how fucking backward we are. All right. Uh, Why don't you just move into a roller town and just take it easy? I know. Maybe I'm just thinking. Been thinking too much. Too much thinking. Too much like thinking beyond our own fucking imagination is not good. What does she make? Yes. Thank you, thank you. Oh my God, it was good, but too sweet. So my wife makes these like, improvised sort of like puddings and yes, like flan, remember flan? So in any case, all right. So that's my 2 cents. I mean, because sometimes obviously if I'm out construction sites, then I'm stuck in fucking traffic, and this is what I think about. What the fuck am I doing here? Uh, but we had a dinner yesterday. All right, I'm gonna switch gears for a little bit. I'm gonna sign off. All right. I only got like 6 people who listen to me, anyways. All right. Uh, I appreciate that all you 6 people are listening to me. And switching gears, so we had dinner yesterday with my folks, my friends, my sister, my brother-in-law, and friends. It was nice to see all of them and blah blah blah, right? And then we went to see the fucking Bears in the other game. No, Bears in the game. Bears in uh Packers game. It was a fucking epic game. Jesus Christ. All right. Turn the fucking ball around. And, all right. Okay. I don't want to fucking talk about football after the fact. All right. So I just I'm just going to say that um, we still got a few more days of, warm, unusual, January warm days. All right. But then it's going to go down. And hopefully we can take some time off, me and my wife. We haven't, we went through a lot of things last year and, our, and, what, okay. All right. So we all need a break to recoup and, refresh ourselves. And I think that's what we need. That's what I feel like. All right. That's why I'm fucking babbling about these topics all over again. As if I'm some sort of like a fucking, you know, oh, I don't belong here. You human beings are this and that. Oh, okay. But that you human beings are just like, it's only 200 years of fucking, uh, real progress, technology now, right? So we got to give ourselves a break. In the next 50 to 100 years, I think that's going to happen. All right. So once we are done with this shit with the social media and, oh my God, all this Instagram and the fucking whatever other grams are right out there, Facebooks and whatever books. And then hopefully that would be the next direction for him. Make an advance technology, make the technology better, advance it to the next level. All right. So that's all. That's all I wanted to say. And I will see you all, presuming you all are having a great Sunday night. Um, I'll see you all next time.